The National Night Out event caters to children and gives first responders the opportunity to show them the different equipment and vehicles they get to use every single day.
They should install a motion-activated light and set a timer for the inside lights and get a security camera.
Along with requiring students and staff to wear masks while on public transportation, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services says students should also continue washing their hands, get vaccinated, and continue practice social distancing.
Since the beginning of the pandemic, people adopted dogs and cats to help fill their time. But now, as people are headed back to work in their somewhat normal lives, shelters and rescues are becoming overfilled, leaving volunteers overwhelmed. Adam, Lauren, it's probably a good idea to take some extra time this morning and give other drivers some extra space. New infections and hospitalizations are dropping, leading health officials to believe the worst of the Delta-fueled summer surge may be behind us.
Supply chain problems and a need for more employees continues to impact businesses across the country.
Even funeral homes and monument companies are struggling to keep up. First on Michigan this morning, 9 and 10's Taylor Morris is here live in the studio with us after sitting down with a northern Michigan woman who's waited almost a year for her mother's headstone. Taylor.
Adam, Lauren, Sue Wilson lost her mother on December 20th, 2020. Now, almost a year later and still no headstone in sight, she's wondering if it will ever arrive.
Is always in the back of your mind. We just want to know why. Why is it taking so long?
Sue Wilson lives in Big Rapids. She lost her mother, Betty Grover, in December of last year due to natural causes. Fast forward to today, and it's been almost a year since Sue's mom passed, and she still doesn't have a headstone for her grave.
In ordering a headstone for my mom, presented a couple of challenges because she's originally from the Americus, Georgia area, and we needed to get her remains down there. They explained that it would be about 60 to 90 days in process from the time we ordered till the time they set the marker. It was April before I actually got the quote.
And as the months pass, the pain of not being able to finally lay her mother to rest has only grown for Sue.
I kept calling every month to see, and meanwhile the family is looking for some closure. We want to know, when can we travel down there, when can we set up some kind of arrangements for her burial.
It's a problem many people are facing all across the U.S. People waiting for quotes as granite waits to be processed or delivered. The delay is being blamed on supply chain issues and a shortage of employees, but it's costing families more than just time and money.
It's hard because you just want closure. You just want to be able to say you've done what you felt you should have for your loved one, and to know that you're waiting, and every day there's that thought in the back of your mind, is it going to be finished today?
Andy Bolt is the president of Bendel Lane Monument in Grand Rapids and Cadillac. He says he's seen a dramatic slowdown in how quickly companies are receiving granite shipments.
Granted, that used to come from overseas. You know, it might get to our parking lot in about 4 months. And now those are stretching to close to a year.
Not only is there a shortage in supplies, but prices have also increased. In the last year, prices for headstones have almost tripled.
You can't really move on when it's an open situation like that. It's just really difficult.
Sue says when she reached out to the funeral home in Georgia that handled her mother's arrangements, they weren't able to release the name of the granite company responsible for making the headstone. Experts say the industry is expected to improve in the new year, but it will likely take years before they are back to where they were before the pandemic. Live in the studio, I'm Taylor Morris for Michigan This Morning.
To get into the spirit of giving, students from Cadillac schools are teaming up with local heroes, all coming together for a morning full of shopping.
Students from multiple elementary schools had the opportunity to buy presents for their family members. 9 and 10's Taylor Morris is live here in the studio after talking with students and the heroes who made this event possible. Taylor.
Adam, Lauren, about 80 students from Cadillac area public schools filled the local Walmart on Wednesday to hunt down those perfect Christmas gifts for their loved ones.
They're super excited to walk the aisles and pick out the things that will make their family members happy, and it's really, it just gets to the heart of what the holidays are all about, so we're really appreciative.
It's an event that's been going on for years at different Walmarts all across the U.S. Local first responders and law enforcement officials come together to spread some holiday joy.
Anything to be a part of the community, help kids, the offer was given and we took it up with gratitude and do whatever we can do for the local families.
And although it may look like an emergency with all the uniforms in sight, It's more so a celebration.
Our partnership with Walmart's always been amazing, and they continue to support our families and our kids with whatever needs that come up. So you can look around and see this is why it's important. Like, it's just heartwarming, and to see our kids happy, and what makes them most happy is picking out gifts for their family members.
Each child partners with a local hero to check each item off their shopping list.
It's important for me to buy gifts for my family because it's nice and kind to do it for them. I can't say what I got my grandma, but she might be watching.
Retired teachers and community volunteers also helped out. Each student was given a $100 gift card to buy presents.
I'm here to be Mrs. Claus. They needed wrappers, so I volunteered because I do a lot of wrapping at the North Pole, and so I thought I would help out.
Merry Christmas!
More than 40 volunteers also showed up to help. In total, Walmart was able to give away $8,000 to the students. The gift cards were funded by a local Walmart community grant, which was sponsored by the Salvation Army and Cadillac Area Visitors Bureau. Live in the studio, I'm Taylor Morris for Michigan This Morning.